Also tonight, 5 of the 6 suspects in the murder of a 14-year-old in court today for a preliminary hearing.
Yeah, Daniel Blackman was shot and killed outside a house on Cheshire Drive back in February.
Our Stephen Moody was in the courtroom today. He's in the studio now with the story.
Yeah, Lenise Byron, detective testimony revealed new details in court today, including why the suspects were allegedly there. Deontay Kimbrough, Terriana Thompson, Ryan Kidd, Kentrell Freeman, Kevin Estelle, all in court today. All of them charged with murder following the shooting death of 14-year-old Daniel Blackman.
This is a complicated case. There are a lot of defendants. There's a lot of evidence, but ultimately, you know, at the end of the day, we have a 14-year-old boy that was shot to death, and so we're going to do everything we can for those who did this to be held responsible.
In court, we found out that 3 guns were fired, but only 2 of those guns were recovered. Investigators say Blackman wasn't the target, and the reason why the suspects were allegedly there could be gang-related. Allegedly, a text was sent from one of the suspects' phones with the address, and 4 of them traveled to that location. When they got there, 3 of them allegedly got out of the car, and 2 of them started shooting. All of this was caught on surveillance cameras, but detectives admitted that they can't make out who's in the footage. One defense attorney says the prosecution doesn't have enough evidence that links to his client.
It was shocking to me how little evidence they had of Deontay Kimbrough. The only evidence that I heard that they had was that co-conspirators that are charged with this crime allegedly stated that my client was in the vehicle.
Blackman's family were front row for the entire hearing, and prosecutors say they plan on being there every step of the way.
It's obviously very difficult, but I mean, but they showed great poise, and I think that I know that the family they've indicated to me that they will be here throughout the proceedings.
Now, after the hearing, a woman was kicked out after court officers say she threw up gang signs. Meanwhile, all of those cases will be presented to the grand jury. The 6th suspect in this case, Sidney Collins, did not have his hearing today because he's in federal custody on a separate charge. Live in studio tonight, Stephen Moody, Fox 2 News.